Lily had always dreamed of a life filled with more than the quiet streets of her small town could offer. From her bedroom window, she would often imagine the vibrant cities, bustling crowds, and endless possibilities beyond the horizon. She dreamt of a world where opportunities were limitless, and her passion could flourish. As she graduated from college, Lily knew it was time to step into the unknown and chase those dreams. She packed her bags, said goodbye to her family, and set off for the grand stage of New York City. New York City was everything she had imagined: fast-paced, overwhelming, and full of promise. The streets were crowded, the noise constant, and the energy contagious. But Lily soon realized the challenges that came with this dream. The city wasn't kind to newcomers, and there were moments when she doubted whether she was cut out for it. However, she kept moving forward, reminding herself that her dreams were worth the struggle. Lily found a tiny apartment in a less-than-ideal neighborhood, where rent consumed most of her paycheck. Despite the small space, she considered it her stepping stone to bigger things. She spent long hours figuring out the logistics of living in such a big city, grocery shopping on a tight budget, learning the subway system, and adjusting to the fast pace of life. It was all part of the adventure. After weeks of interviews and rejections, Lily landed her first job at a mid-sized marketing firm. She was thrilled, but also anxious. The office was full of experienced professionals, and she often felt like a small fish in a vast ocean. Her boss was demanding, and her colleagues seemed to know much more than she did. Still, Lily was determined to prove herself. Every day was a learning experience, and she poured herself into her work. The loneliness began to creep in. New York was a city of millions, but Lily often felt isolated. Between long work hours and the constant pressure to perform, she had little time for socializing. The friendships she had left behind in her hometown felt distant, and the fast-paced city left little room for meaningful connections. But Lily refused to let loneliness define her. She focused on her work, thinking it would eventually pay off. As Lily settled into her role, the demands of her job began to take a toll. Her boss expected nothing less than perfection, and her coworkers were always pushing the envelope. She spent late nights in the office, working on marketing strategies, writing proposals, and conducting research. The hours were long, and the pressure was high, but Lily's determination kept her going. She knew this was her chance to prove that she belonged. One fateful day, Lily's hard work finally paid off. She led a marketing campaign that exceeded all expectations, gaining praise from both her boss and colleagues. The sense of accomplishment was unlike anything she had ever felt. For the first time, she truly believed in her potential. It was the turning point that gave her the confidence to keep pushing forward. With her success came more responsibility. Lily was promoted to a senior position within the company. She was tasked with managing a team of younger employees, and while the job was exciting, it also came with its challenges. Managing people was different from executing strategies, and Lily had to learn how to guide, inspire, and motivate her team while also meeting high expectations from her boss. As her career began to take off, Lily found herself struggling to maintain a balance between her professional and personal life. She was often too exhausted to spend time with friends or family, and New York's hustle left her little time for herself. The pressure of balancing her growing career and maintaining relationships took a toll, but she refused to let go of either. Lily faced a major setback when a campaign she had poured her heart and soul into fell apart. The marketing plan was flawed, and the results were disastrous. It was a hard blow to her confidence, and for the first time, she began to question her abilities. But instead of giving up, Lily took a step back, gathered feedback from her team, and learned from the experience. Failure, she realized, was just another stepping stone on the path to success. Just as Lily began to regain her footing, an unexpected opportunity came knocking. A larger global marketing firm offered her a position as a senior marketing manager. The new role promised higher pay, more prestige, and the chance to work with high-profile clients. It was tempting, but Lily had to consider the impact of such a move on her life in New York. After much thought, she made the bold decision to accept the offer, stepping into a new chapter of her career.
Lily moved to a new city for her new job. The transition wasn't easy. Everything felt unfamiliar. The office was bigger, and her new team was more experienced. The expectations were even higher. But this time, Lily was more confident. She had learned the value of resilience and was determined to prove herself all over again. Slowly but surely, she began to make her mark. As Lily adapted to her new role, she realized that being a senior manager was not just about leading campaigns, it was about leading people. She worked hard to build a strong, cohesive team, taking the time to understand each team member's strengths and weaknesses. Her leadership style evolved from being a task-oriented manager to one who mentored and inspired her team to reach new heights. With her rising career, Lily found that the price of success was often loneliness. She missed the close-knit friendships she once had, and her work-life balance continued to suffer. The city was full of opportunities, but it also left her feeling disconnected. However, she reminded herself that sacrifices were part of the journey, and she was willing to pay the price for her dreams. Lily recognized the power of networking and attended industry events, workshops, and conferences. She connected with top-tier professionals and learned valuable insights from industry leaders. Her network expanded, and she found herself increasingly confident in her role. The relationships she built not only advanced her career, but also opened doors to new opportunities. Despite her success, Lily struggled with homesickness. She missed her family and the simplicity of her small town. During a visit home, Lily reconnected with old friends and spent time with her parents, reflecting on how far she had come. The trip reminded her of her roots and helped her rediscover her sense of balance. It was a reminder that while chasing dreams was important, staying grounded was equally vital. One of the most defining moments in Lily's career came when she was given the chance to attend an international marketing conference in London. This was her first time traveling abroad for work, and the experience was eye-opening. She learned from global industry leaders, made valuable connections, and returned to New York brimming with new ideas that would shape her future campaigns. A major project Lily had worked on for months ended in disappointment. Unforeseen complications led to its failure, and Lily was left feeling defeated. However, she took responsibility, reassessed the situation, and used the setback as a learning opportunity. She was determined not to repeat the same mistakes and vowed to come back stronger. Lily's hard work and resilience were finally recognized when she was offered the position of Chief Marketing Officer at her company. It was a significant promotion and a moment she had dreamed of. But with this new role came more pressure, higher expectations, and a greater level of responsibility. Lily knew this was the culmination of years of effort, but she also understood that it would require an entirely new approach to leadership. As the CMO, Lily was tasked with making tough decisions. Some of her initiatives didn't work out as planned, and she had to make cuts in the company. It was a period of adjustment, and the weight of leadership weighed heavily on her. But Lily learned that being a leader wasn't just about making the right choices. It was about taking responsibility for the outcomes and guiding her team through challenging times. With the demands of her new role, Lily found herself working longer hours than ever before. She struggled to maintain a healthy work-life balance, often sacrificing her personal time for the sake of her career. But over time, she realized that without self-care, She could not be the leader her team needed. She made a conscious effort to prioritize her health, exercise regularly, and spend more time with family and friends. Realizing the importance of mentorship, Lily took time to mentor younger professionals, sharing her experiences and knowledge with those just starting their careers. She also began to speak at conferences, inspiring young women to pursue their dreams in marketing. Giving back became an integral part of her journey, and it brought her a sense of fulfillment beyond her own success. A personal tragedy struck when Lily's mother fell seriously ill. She immediately flew home to be with her family, putting her career on hold. During this time, Lily gained a deeper understanding of what truly mattered: family, health, and love. It was a sobering reminder that no matter how successful one becomes, life has its own rhythms, and it was essential to nurture the things that truly made her happy. After her mother's recovery, Lily returned to her work with a renewed perspective. She had been so focused on climbing the corporate ladder that she had neglected the more important aspects of life. Now she made a conscious decision to find a balance that allowed her to excel in her career while still maintaining meaningful relationships and self-care. Lily's company was going through significant changes, and she was asked to lead a new direction for the marketing department. This was her chance to innovate, to make a lasting impact on the company's future. She gathered her team, put new strategies in place, and led them toward a brighter future. This chapter marked the beginning of a transformative era for both Lily and her company. A global economic downturn tested Lily's resolve as a leader. Marketing budgets were slashed, and layoffs loomed over the company. Lily was faced with the toughest decisions of her career, but she handled them with courage, transparency, and empathy. Through it all, she remained focused on supporting her team, keeping morale high, and finding innovative ways to keep the company thriving. Lily's career had come full circle. She was no longer just a manager or an executive. She was a leader shaping the future of her industry. Her innovative campaigns had set new standards, and her leadership style had created a lasting impact on the company's culture. Lily's legacy was not just defined by her achievements, but by the people she mentored, the careers she helped shape, and the positive changes she made within her industry. Realizing the importance of nurturing talent, Lily started a scholarship program for young women pursuing careers in marketing. She became an advocate for equal opportunities and worked with schools and universities to provide mentorship and resources to the next generation of marketers. It was her way of giving back and ensuring that the path she had walked would be open to others. As Lily looked back on her incredible journey, she felt a deep sense of fulfillment. From the small-town girl dreaming of a better life to the chief marketing officer leading a global company, she had come a long way. But she knew that success was never an endpoint. It was an ongoing journey. She had learned to embrace both the highs and the lows, and with each chapter, she had grown stronger. Lily's story was one of determination, growth, and resilience. But her journey was far from over. As she looked ahead, she knew that the challenges and opportunities awaiting her would shape the next phase of her life. She was ready to take on whatever came her way, knowing that the best was yet to come,